Well, we got a little bit more. Look at my truck, man. My dad made it from Corvallis. I didn't even go to work yesterday. I freaking slid into a curb and got fucked up my wheel. I'm surprised it didn't do any other damage. Really sure I didn't do any other damage to my freaking car? So last year I scraped a curb here, and then directly opposite to that we hit a curb, and it just bent the face of the wheel. You can see it's bent just a tiny bit, so I actually want to jack it up and spin the wheel and see if it wobbles a bit. If not, I might just freaking put it on a corner nobody cares about. Buff it up, sand it out, and paint it. But now we're on a layer, we can kind of walk on it. And this guy hasn't moved in a couple days. Oh yeah. We're gonna try and go to breakfast today, because I know my dad kind of has a thing for driving in the snow. I like driving in the snow, but when it gets to like ice and freaking like a hill, a slight incline, you're fucked. But the only thing we have closest to four-wheel drive is that thing, and that actually did pretty good the other day. You know, this is pretty much just front-wheel drive. Both wheels spin when they should. My truck, because it being a truck, stock, no locking, nothing, no limited slip, it's, you know, usually 1x2. So, at some point that will be fixed with a locker here, and then a locker there, and some proper tires. I don't know, it's in a 4-inch lift maybe. Thinking of doing a lift. I want to just freaking, I want to go crazy with this thing. But anyways, I am going to get my keys for my car and get my gloves out of there, because I'm in gloves. Unless I took them off somewhere. No, I don't in my car. Okay, so we've got we got freezing rain. It's, you know, we've had thicker. This is like not even a 1/4 inch. We got a slight shortage of good beer, well, at least for my mom. Just tired of Bud Light. We got some Corona for her. But I'm gonna take the Beast. This is the only car we have to make it anywhere. Wow. The last thing you need to do is turn your wipers on. Super cold start. Actually, it's not really that bad. It's 32 out, it's warming up. Heat on max. I'm gonna scrape this thing off after I get my gloves, and we'll go for a little cruise. Okay, let me adjust my steering wheel. I actually need to get some gas. See, okay. So the traction control, that little button there, just turns off the portion that, you know, keeps your wheels from spinning. However, the advanced track and everything else still stays on, so if you turn while you're spinning your wheels, it will cut engine power. So it's the only thing I don't like about this car. Take my hood off. We're a little frozen to the ground there. I may need to clean my windshield wipers off so I can wipe my window. Oh yeah. This thing is not a problem. We're plowing through a bit of ice. Should be interesting. I hate it when these people park all their piece of shit cars on the side of the road. Yeah, this car has got some good grip. We got, you know, big tires on, fresh meat, all-wheel drive. That it makes all the difference. Actually got pretty good brakes. It's not like, you know, you barely tap them and your ABS is freaking out. Actually, with the ice, when you're crunching through it, kind of gives you something to bite into. Yeah, these wiper blades aren't the best. Shit. Turn my heated seat now. Oh, I'm headed to Winco. I guess I'm gonna grab a shopping cart. Not out here though. Screw that. But actually I have not seen mounds in this area in like forever. I got mounds everywhere. This is crazy. Oh look, my battery's almost dead. I gotta charge this fucker. I'm gonna admit, I'm not having a very good week. So just got my taxes back. That's good. But they're already spent. Yep. So we have to get new tires today. And I don't know when, but I'm gonna try and work in a steering alignment. Hoping it's not too much. It'll only be about 80 bucks for a 4-wheel alignment. Let's see if I can find a place that's cheaper. So anyways, I'm waking up early. You know, I've got 6.5 hours of sleep, which is fine for me. I'm not tired right now, but I've made a super early bird appointment to go in for tires. And I'm just looking at getting some hand cooks, just regular car tires. But here we go. Freaking flat tire. It's not super flat, but maybe I could just throw some air in it. Then I won't have to freaking change it out. It scared the shit out of me. The tire pressure monitoring system actually works on this car. And freaking beeped at me. It scared the absolute crap out of me. Oh my god. I got brand new tires all the way around. I got Falcons. Got a little bit better tread on it. Grip's a lot better, especially when it's wet. And this is my damaged rim. It's got a slight dip in it. Yeah, all the way around, 448. A little bit more than what I had planned on. I was planning on something about maybe 380, but you know, I'm happy. I got new tires. I do need to go take it in for steering alignment. The front passenger wheel is just off a little bit. It's like where the strut attaches to the steering knuckles probably came out of alignment, so well, that'll be for another day. What a week. Now I can go back to bed. It took them a half hour to get me new tires. It was great. I'm not having a very good winter. So as you know, Friday I was out driving around with a friend and we hit a curb with my car.
I think that's the curb, Jim. Oh shit. God, damn it.
And we did do a little bit of damage. We did something to the car, which I'm about to find out here in a sec. And we did a little bit of damage to the rim, but the rim is okay for now. Went out earlier to get new tires, just because they were just done. They were getting down to almost no tread. They had a little bit, but they weren't grabbing more shit in the snow, so that's why I slid. So I got new tires, and just my steering is off by like a hair, and also I've been hearing something a little bit not so good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move my truck out of the way and pull the car in here, and we're gonna jack it up a little bit and see what's going on. I'm gonna check out these flashlights that my grandmother got me. It's a freaking awesome light. So I don't have any wheel bearing damage, but there is definitely a noise coming from somewhere. Oh, new tire smell. Yeah, those are my new tires. Falcon. Sincera SN828. They seem pretty good so far. They grip pretty good when it's wet out. I've already tried that out. So I don't see anything wrong with the strut or anything. Almost. I got raindrop right on my eye. I might have to take this wheel off. Just try and see if there's any damage done to something. Because I know it's pointed that way a little bit. I know it's off. Somehow, some way. But I know there's some sort of noise. You can feel it in the freaking floorboards. It's kind of scary. I feel bad. I feel bad I did this to my car. Doesn't look like the tie rod end or anything's bent. I don't know if the shock absorber or not. It's bent. It doesn't ride funny. It rides fine. It rides really good. Yeah, might just need a steering alignment. I don't see anything bent, broken, snapped, sheared. I do have way more tread. I mean, my old tires, they were getting down to there, down to that little rib. That's how bad my tires are getting. And these actually ride a little bit better. They're a little bit softer. I like them. Now I'm gonna jack up the other side and see if that has anything going on. I know there's a little bit of a noise here when you let the clutch, or if you're just going downhill and you're turning at a slight angle, there's a little bit of a noise going on. I've had that since I've got it and never really cared too much about it. This is the wheel I hit. We curbed it right there. I wonder if did they try and fix it? I think with something like that, I might be able to have a wheel shop take care of. I probably won't even bother replacing it. I think what I'll do is I want to take all these wheels and just sand them down and just paint them like a silver color. I've seen them, this exact same wheel pattern, I've seen them silver, and they look way better. Looks way better than what I got here. So we'll wind up painting those someday. So everything's good here on this side. I still am going to take it into an alignment shop and have them check it out and see if it's off. And I do have new tires, so it would be a great idea to have them all realigned to the new tires. So I'm not going to trade my car. I'm going to keep it. If anything, any repairs I do on it while making a video, it's a tax write-off, so maybe we'll get a bigger return next year. So now I'm going to talk a lot of stuff I want to do to this thing when I get it paid off. So I don't want to get rid of it. I really don't. Because for this coming winter, this year's winter, my truck out there will be the winter rig, because we'll have 4-wheel drive and all that good stuff. So I'm not going to do anything with the headlights. I'm going to keep them as they are. But what I am going to do is have the Mazda dealer tint my windows, get them kind of dark, a legal darkness, but we're going to repaint the wheels a different color. I got to figure out if I want to do like a silver or just do black. I think a silver would look a little bit better. And sorry about the wind. I do want to put coilovers on this thing. There's a set on there that I've been reading about that sounds pretty good. It's Megan coilovers. They are provide, you know, good handling but still comfort. I've seen a set on a Ford Flex that it rode better than it did factory. So I want to get a set of those and throw them on here and maybe lower it just a little bit. I don't want to lower. It's already low enough as it is. I can't stand it. I do want to throw a turbo in this thing. There's plenty of room behind the engine. There's tons of room to get to it, and that is a big project in itself because I'll need a new intake, and I'll have to get the metal Cosworth one, which looks really sweet. And then I'll have to do a whole bunch of rigging and stuff. But that's some of the things I want to do. I do want to get a sub put in the back of it. So that's kind of what I'm looking at doing in this car. Just a few things. And I'm not putting a huge turbo on it. I'm not going to make a huge boost. I'm just going to put a small little turbo on it. You know, probably maybe make 10 pounds of boost, and I think that'll be more than adequate. 5 to 10 PSI, that'll make this thing pretty quick. That'll be something fun. It'll be a good video stuff to make. So anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. This video is rambling on long enough. So anyways, my car seems to be okay. Just needs a steering alignment. And I've already promised my car that I'll never drive it on freaking ice and snow. Not without snow tires. So, anyways, I might pop my hood, check my fluids, and see if there's anything maybe pop loose in there. I don't know. That's how I prevent breakdowns, is freaking check under the hood. If something starts leaking, you know, now you know, and you gotta take care of it. So, anyways, have a good one. Goodbye.